Alright, I've been waiting for this video. Bandana, check. Notes, check. Weird skull thing just rising. Not until I finish the video, please, mate. Thank you. Creepy. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Bandana Football TV, the place where expert opinions mean nothing and fan opinions mean everything. Now, comments from the last video. There was a comment on my channel. Fantastic. It is coming in from Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. And I believe it is concerning the player contracts I talked about in the last episode. And she says, Brendan Rodgers did with Suarez when he wanted out, and look how that season went. I believe she is talking about the 2013-2014 season where in the summer, Suarez wanted to leave. He stuck around and ended up having a fantastic partnership with Sturridge. Now, I've been a football fan for about 15 years, and that's probably the best striking partnership, first best striking partnership I ever saw. It was magnificent to watch, not just because I was a Liverpool player, but from a football fan point of view, it was a fantastic partnership. The SAS, I still remember you. Oh God, that was a fantastic duo right there. Right, I'm only going to go over two subjects in this video, guys. I'm trying to make them shorter for you guys because 25 minutes just seems too long, and I reckon you guys just get bored and not really watching. So I'm only going to go over two subjects from now on, guys, just to try and keep this shorter. Alright, the first subject is actually a club one, and it's Wolverhampton Wanderers. Their rise in the last few seasons to European places has really caught my eye. It's taken me completely by surprise. I remember back in 2011, 2012, they were relegated bottom of the table, not really looking great, team in disarray, managerial problems, and not really a great board behind them. Their transfer policy was very much off for a couple of seasons, and they suffered greatly. And I was actually quite sorry to see him go, you know. But recently they did get promotion in the 17-18 season back into the Premier League, and they got promoted as champions, which was just fantastic. I looked forward to seeing them. I watched them a little bit in the Championship, and they just looked Premier League quality from the get-go, you know. Now, obviously, last season just blew us away. They finished top 7, going to the second qualifying round of the Europa League, and it was quite a shock to everyone, you know. And obviously, they are doing. No one expected them to stay at that level. Everyone expected them to sort of like go back down. I certainly expected them not to be able to contain that, because they started almost exactly a year ago their season, and playing that many games in a season can really hurt a team. It can really hurt physicals. You really need a big squad if you're going to be playing that amount of games. And Wolves, they seem to have handled it quite well, you know. They are currently 6th in the table on 46 points, equal with Man United on 5th, only goal difference separating them, and they seem to be moving away from the chasing pack of Sheffield United, Tottenham, Arsenal and Palace. So they're doing it again, and they have built up quite a strong team of Portugal players. They basically near enough have half the national team for Portugal in their starting lineup. Honestly, the game against West Ham the other day, I counted 5 Portuguese players in the starting lineup alone, and it was quite. We all know last season when they just went mad and just started buying Portuguese players, and Jota and Patricio in goal. This season, Moutinho, and it just became a laugh. It just became the Portuguese Wolves. I'm actually quite surprised they haven't gone in for Ronaldo yet. Actually, I think I've heard that he's leaving Juventus at the end of the season, so I think Wolves might be looking at him to get his signature. If Ronaldo signs for Wolves, you've heard it here on Bandana Football TV first. All right, I've called that one. I'm calling that. 10-1. Let's go. But no, especially over the past 2 seasons, the likes of Neves in that midfield, Jimenez and Jota up front, and of course Adama Traore, who is a absolute tank. He is a tank, both physically and ability-wise. He came on against West Ham and just players were just bouncing off him. Honestly, I think I saw one tackle from Noble, and he ended up on the other half of the field, just bouncing off Traore, and it was just brilliant to see. They just work so well as a team, and Nuno Espirito Santo needs to take a ton of credit for this. He has turned them into this standard of team, and is looking very much likely they can get Europa League next year. They even I think they're like 5 points off Chelsea for the Europa League places. Champions League places. They're only in Europa League places. So this is the fan question I want from you guys. This is the fan opinion I want to hear from you guys. Are they becoming a regular top 6 side? Can they maintain this? And, as a little bonus in there, could they seriously push for Champions League football either this season or next season? Could they honestly do that? Me, I think, yeah. This season, next season, if they can maintain this level of quality, they're going to be top 6 standard. They're going to be replacing Tottenham and Arsenal in that big 6 side. And I quite enjoy watching them play football, because they don't play all these sort of like fancy tiki-taka stuff. They are straightforward. Right, we're on the attack, go on the attack. Get a shot away, no good, back to the defence. They play almost like we were back in the 80s and 90s, which in my opinion was, I've seen games, I've seen highlights of games, best football ever. Magic sponge and a bucket of water. That's all you needed for an injury back then. Magic sponge. Always worked. But no, that's the fan opinion I want from you guys today. I want to know, are Wolves becoming a regular top 6 side? Comments down below, and if you could put in the comment hashtag fan opinion, then I can find it easily, and I know what you are talking about. If you just put yes or just put no, please put and remember the hashtag, then I can find it. Thank you very much. On to the next topic then. And this one really got me, guys. When I read this earlier, this really got me. And I'll explain why in a moment. And it is about Guendouzi, the Arsenal midfielder. If you remember in my last video, I was talking about the Neil Maupay incident at the end of the match when Guendouzi literally did that to Morpay, literally tried to choke him out. And I found out today that he will face no further action from the FA. And that really got me, guys. And excuse me for a minute. Tickle. I'm okay. Back onto it. This really got me. Reading that, it really got me. And I've never got so upset over a story before. But this one really got me. I mean, you can blatantly see, anyone can blatantly see from the stills, from the video, that Guendouzi purposely went like that on his throat. Literally went for his throat. It was not accidental, it was just malicious and violent. And according to the FA, they will not take action against Guendouzi because on the on-pitch referees did not see it. VAR took a look at it and decided not to take any action. That is wrong on so many levels. Why on earth would you not punish a player for trying to choke an opponent? I mean, you punished Pearson a few years ago for choking a player jokingly. This incident was not even a joke. And I'm sorry if I'm getting irate, guys, but I'll tell you why this is getting me irate. I am a qualified football referee. I'm level 7. I do youth and Sunday league teams in my area. And this has just really got me that the refereeing has just got no. It's just there. I can't even explain it. I'm so irate, you know. And another incident over in Spain, Messi. He lost his mind. He lost his beard and he lost his mind at the same time. He appeared to punch an opponent. And no action was taken. No action has been taken against him. I mean, what are the FA doing? I don't know if the Liga is under the FA jurisdiction or under UEFA or something like that. But it doesn't matter. FA, UEFA, etc. Why are they letting players get away with incidents like this? Why? Are you basically saying, yeah, that's acceptable? This isn't MMA, guys. This is not MMA. This is football. Alright? That sort of stuff, that sort of violence is not supposed to be in football. And as a referee, I'll tell you this, guys. I have been, in my first season in refereeing Sunday League over here, I got assaulted twice. Alright? Physically assaulted. But one of the incidents actually broke my nose and killed my confidence in being a referee, you know. And I do not stand for any type of violence, even just sort of like a push after even just pushing. I don't accept it. I have a word with players about that because I will not have it when I am refereeing on a pitch. You wanna push and shove and choke players out and punch people? Go to the boxing ring, for crying out loud. Don't bring it on the football pitch. Alright? And honestly, what the hell? The FA need to grow a pair and actually take action. Because saying that because VAR took a look at it and didn't say it was a red card doesn't mean that you shouldn't look at it and say that it is. Alright? They need to sort themselves out quickly. Because with this, they are basically saying it's okay to choke people out and punch people on the football pitch, and I I just hate that entirely. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased, and that's the reason why I'm keeping this to 2 subjects, because I know I'm not going to be able to concentrate on a third after this one. Sorry, guys. But no, let me know your opinions on that one. Do you think the FA, UEFA, FIFA, etc. need to really start clamping down on stuff like this? I mean, an instance a few years ago, Suarez with the biting. They gave him a 3-4 month ban for biting Chiellini in the World Cup. How is punching an opponent or trying to choke him out any different from that? Yeah, biting's a little bit more disgusting. However, it's still violence. It all falls into the category of violence on a football pitch. And I'm irate, guys. I'm really irate after this story. But no, leave your opinions in the comments. Do you think the FA, UEFA, etc. need to really start handing out larger bans for stuff like this? Comments down below, please. Oh, Christ alive. I gotta say, guys, I love ranting. I love it. I do get high rates sometimes when it's something like this, but yeah, it's... But that's the end of this video today, guys. As I said, I'm only be going over 2 subjects today. I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. We're actually on half the time of my first video right now, so that is brilliant. But no, if you have enjoyed this video, if you want to have your fan opinion heard, leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see me rant some more. But until next time, guys, keep going. And remember, expert opinions mean nothing, and fan opinions mean absolutely nothing. Goodbye.